Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and today I am excited to share with you all an unboxing of the newest Feature Craft releases for July 2020. And in addition to the unboxing, I will also take you guys through my project planning process using the items from the release this month. So let's go ahead and jump right into this unboxing. The kit for this month is called More Please. Let me actually just set some of these things to the side here and we will work our way through it. So the kit is called More Please and it has a food theme to it. It was designed by Geraldine from In a Creative Bubble, and yes, it's really super fun. So let's go ahead and let's start with the 4x6 cards. The kit this month comes with 4x6 cards, 3x4 cards, a stamp set, and a pack of really awesome ephemera bits. So first we've got this Let's Eat and On the Menu. So this is a great card for journaling, but you can also totally add some pictures on here. Like if you went to dinner or breakfast or whatever, you could take a picture of your food and your drink and whatever else, your dessert, whatever it is. And you could put a series of photos on here and that would be super duper fun. So that's this Let's Eat. It's got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but then it also has dine-in, takeout, and home cooked. So for many of us who are still here stuck at home, the home cooked meals are on there for us to document as well. This card right here says, in the mood for food. This is a really great pattern card. Could be used as a filler. You could use it to back a photo on. There are lots of super cool things you could do with that one. We've got a yellow and white stripe. These ones, as you guys know, I love to use for Project Life title cards because they give you a really awesome space here to put your week and your number and dates on it. So that's probably what that will end up being for me. This one says Good Eats. You could orient this a couple different ways. So you could put it like this and put journaling on here or photos on here, or you could orient it right side up. Sometimes even in my larger albums, I will add a little bit of paper to the side and hole punch it. And then that gives me a front and back, like small insert type deal too. So that could also be really fun. This one you can use as a 4x6 card, or you could totally cut it apart and use it as the 2x2s. So it's got a bunch of different food icons on here. You've got coffee with a French press. You've got ice cream cone, some spaghetti, pizza, tea, and tacos. So this could be really fun to do a couple of different things with. You could also fussy cut these things out and use them as ephemera. This one has a lot of uses. It's really, really fun. I love that card. And the last one says Bon Appetit. It's got a little section for you to put journaling in. It says a yummy meal at and with good food brings people together. So that's a really, really cute card. So those are our 4x6s. For the 3x4 cards, we've got enjoying, says good food at with good company and who, details and on this date. So just a little card about eating and who you ate with. This one says delicious at and on. We ate this breakfast, lunch, dinner. You could put a photo here. You could put journaling here. Again, I love when these cards are designed for multi-purpose, where you could put journaling or cards. Love it when they do that. So that's that one. This one is a great filler card. It says simply delightful, the best food, the best meal, food coma, totally delectable. That's really cute. Love it. This one says I, you, we ate this, and then that's the food. It's got it tasted and little sections you can fill out where it says sweet, salty, spicy, delicious, so good, other, frequency of consumption from first time to all the time, and then on this date. And just like the ate this, we also have a drank this. So same exact setup. It tasted sweet, yummy, fizzy, so good, refreshing, other, level satisfaction from meh to amazing on this date. This one, I know, these both, I know, are absolutely going to get used again and again and again. You can't live a full life on an empty stomach. Great filler. This one says, let's eat with your date, breakfast, lunch, snack time, dinner. You could put an icon here. And again, a photo or journaling. This one is just a very standard journaling card. Looks great, has colors to bring in the yellows. So just like a ledger type lines on there. This one says tasty treats enjoyed at the fair, festival, or market. So that's really awesome for different places where you might get some sweet treats. This one says neighborhood eatery. Love this place. Location, date. So this is awesome for your hometown favorite places to go eat. Homemade goodness, recipe, some journaling from the kitchen of. So this one you could use to make a recipe card. You could just talk about a family recipe, like what is the family recipe, what do you love about it, and who originally made that recipe up. So there's that one. And food trip, eating our way through town. So stop number, whatever number, place, and date. So we'll just kind of leave those out here. Next, let's go through the stamp set here. So on the stamp set, we've got lots of different sentiments. Again, this one is called More Please. It's the same title as the kit itself. We've got Bon Appetit, Simply Delicious, More Please, Super Tasty, Hello, I'm a Foodie. That one's really cute. A Taste of Perfection, Let's Eat, Savor Every Bite, Favorite Treat, I Ate This, Incredibly Satisfying, In the Kitchen, The Best, a little like fork, spoon, and knife with a plate, super cute. Food Coma, Super Fun, Food Adventure, Worth the Hype, Yum, and Fresh and Sweet. So that's really cute for like going to the farmer's market and getting some fruit or something like that. So there is our stamp set. And then last but not least, we have the ephemera pack, which you guys, I love these. I just love them. So we've got a set of like larger icons. So there is a food truck that says good food. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Good food is everything. Then we've got eat local on kind of a label type shape. This one is that hello, I'm a foodie. This one says summer forever, and she's drinking like a juice or a lemonade or something cute in there. This one says let's eat, and it's kind of like a fork, spoon, and knife on a plate. So cute. Love, 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 love. Then we've got two of these larger like food titles. So this one says delicious fave meal, and this one says food coma. Then we've got a couple of banners. We have a so satisfied, delicious, comfort food, and currently eating. There are a couple more of those food banners that all have this really cool white, they're like rounded and they have a white frame around them. So this one says more please, fresh, homemade, and yum. And then last but not least, we have these, which are my favorite. These are my favorite ones of all. These are like little die cut food. So we have a glass of water with a lemon on it. We've got 3 different ice cream cones. So there's a pink, a green, and a white ice cream cone. Then we've got the peach and strawberry and lemon. Oh my God, it's so cute. We've got a bubble tea, and we've got some orange juice with a glass of orange juice. So these, you guys, I love those so, so much. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other stamp sets that are releasing this month. Okay, let's go here. So first of all, we have this one. This one is called Good Eats, and it is freaking adorable. So first of all, there is this round on the bottom that says on the menu. And then there are a couple of those like solid stamps with the etched out word. One says Good Eats, one says Yummy. Then we have all of these icons. All of them. I love them. So we've got like iced tea, bubble tea, coffee, milk, juice, ramen, spaghetti. What do I want to call that? Tacos. Woo, tacos. Ice cream. Sushi, burger and fries, pizza, dumplings. I think that is maybe like a popsicle or maybe some kind of candy. Something like that. Chicken or a turkey leg. We've got cupcakes, we've got cake, we've got breakfast pastries, we've got coffee or, something with its little like swirly whipped cream on top, tea, waffles, hot dogs, cookies, pancakes, eggs, Chinese takeout, salad, and rice. This is so cute, and you guys, I cannot wait to use this. It is, ridiculously cute. So that is called Good Eats. So that is that one. Then we've got another stamp set. This one is called All Mine. So it has titles like Guilty Pleasure, This Is What Happens When I'm Left Alone, Finished All by Myself, Hands Off, Ate the Whole Thing, A Perfect Combo, All Mine, Can't Get Enough, These Calories Don't Count, Cheat Day, Ate My Feelings, Ain't Even Mad, Comfort Food, Sweet and Salty, a couple of like pastry looking, it's like a, what do I want to call this? Donut and maybe like a roll or something, or the top of a cupcake even. I Travel with Snacks, Craving, Snack Time, and Craving, Sweet, Salty, Crunchy, Chewy. So that one is All Mine. And then the last stamp set, which is really awesome, is called Keep in Touch. So this one has a phone, and this is big. This is maybe 2.5 inches wide by 3 3/4 long. So it's a big phone with like the keyboard on it and everything. And then the sentiments on here are laughing out loud, I miss your face, from here to there, text fail, across the miles, screenshot worthy. And then you got virtual date, happy hour, crafting, class, other, keeping in touch. You've got like a cat face and a kissy face and exclamation points in this one, which is like a conversation. There's the heart, the sad face, smiley face, shocked face, and technologically challenged. So lots of really fun ones on this one. This one is called Keep in Touch. So there we go. There are all of our releases. So there's the main kit and 3 other stamp sets. I am so in love with everything to do with this and can't wait to figure out some projects. So what I'm going to do is kind of clear a space here. I've got a bunch of envelopes at my disposal to put projects into, because you guys know I like to do that once I figure out what projects I want to do. And I have my sketch pad right by me. So I am going to start working through this. My goal for this month's release is to come up with 2 like stories or 2 more focused projects, and then to have some stuff set aside to do a week of Project Life, because I totally would love to do an entire week of Project Life from the lens of what we ate. I think that would be really fun. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to set some aside for Project Life, and then I'm going to come up with a couple of stories, 2 or 3, that I can work on throughout this month. So let me put you guys on fast forward, and I'll talk you through the process of project planning. So this first story that I decided that I wanted to tell with this product had to do with the phone add-on stamp here. I just loved it. I loved the large phone impression, and I thought it would make a really fun story. There's also a sentiment on that stamp set that says screenshot worthy. And that kind of gave me a jumping off point for the title of my page and what I wanted to make this whole story about. So I brought the stamp over to my self-healing mat there. It does have measurements on it, which just helps me to eyeball how big things are. And it is like roughly 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, I believe. So I knew that it would fit 2 high and 2 wide on a 6x8 page. So what I did is I decided to use that stamp to document some of the memes that I have been saving throughout the coronavirus pandemic, and use that as a really fun way to document the ones that I have found particularly funny. So that is what that story is going to be. Next, I'm going to move on to the More Please kit itself. So what I'm doing here is going through each of the cards and pulling out ones that make me think of a specific story, or since this is food-based, a specific meal or a vacation that we took and the food that we ate and all of those types of things. So then I put them all in piles, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 piles here. The one in the bottom left corner is going to be a Project Life spread. So that is where all of the cards that don't have a specific story I want to tell with them, and all of the embellishments and those things, are all going to go into that pile. And then when I get to that week of Project Life, that is the supplies, or that little bundle of supplies, are what I'm going to use. In addition to that, I have 5 other stories that I pulled out, and if you guys remember, I said I wanted to find 2. Well, this particular kit had a lot of stories that I could tell using it, so that was actually really pretty fun to come up with so many different ideas. So Once I have the 3x4 cards figured out, the next thing I went through was all of the embellishments, just adding things into the piles where I felt like they went the best. And then I also went through those 4x6 cards and added those to the piles as well. So I really loved that card with the 2x2s and decided to add it into one of the other piles so that I didn't have, yet another story. I figured I could find a way to use it with one of the stories I already had going. Now that I've got my piles kind of generally figured out, I'm going to go through them and sketch out an actual idea for the project and jot down notes on what story I wanted to tell using that cluster of product. So for this one here, I wanted to tell a story about one of our family favorite recipes, so one that's been passed down. I thought it would be fun to add a photo, but I'm not sure at this point if I want it to be a 6x8 full page photo or if I want it to be a 3x8 kind of like insert photo. So I put those measurements above where I said photo of meal just to remind myself that I can use some variability if I want to. Then there is a homemade goodness recipe type card, and that is what I want to use as my journaling. So I just make a note that I need to alter that journaling card and make it into a 6x4. And then I'm going to use the You Can't Live Life on a Empty, a Full Life on an Empty Stomach. That's going to be a filler card. And then I really liked the little yellow embellishment, and I figured I could just make a stamp repeat pattern using one of the stamp sets for that one. And that could be really fun. The next story that caught my eye were these two cards, the Ate This and Drank This cards. And a couple years ago, Erin and I went on an anniversary trip. It was in 2017, and we went brewery hopping and tried out a bunch of different breweries and a bunch of different food places out on the west side of the state of Michigan. So I thought it would be really fun to document all of the different places we went to, what we ate and what we drank, and what we liked and what we didn't like. So my idea is to take those cards, alter them in Photoshop, and create a mini traveler's notebook size booklet that can be an insert either in a Project Life type deal or can just be a standalone album. I do write notes reminding myself, do I want to just do food for this album or do I want to do an album for the whole trip? And I will figure that out at a later point in time. And then I went back through a bunch of the embellishments and pulled out anything that had a so good or fresh or loved this type of deal and figured I could use that in that booklet as well. So that is the second project, or I guess third technically. The next one here, this Tasty Treats and the food truck caught my eye. So my brother, at one point in time, I have a younger brother. He lived in Waco, Texas. He went to Baylor to get his master's degree. And while he was there, we discovered this food truck. It's like a ice cream sandwich food truck called Pocchio's, and it is the best ice cream sandwich I've ever had in my life. So the little food, the good food and the food truck totally made me think of that, as well as the Tasty Treats. And so I decided to create a whole spread about it. I will use some of the stamps to create a stamp pattern background to go behind the little food truck. And then I just made a note that I wanted to find some photos from when we went down there and to use that Tasty Treats as my journaling for that particular page. And then that is the next one. For this story right here, this is one that I actually don't have this project right now. So my idea is to one day when things are a little bit more opened up and coronavirus isn't so crazy, to go on a food tour around our hometown here, to find a place where we can go to breakfast, go to lunch, go to dinner, and maybe have dessert. And we could also totally do this now and just sit outside or do it for pickup or something like that. But I loved the food trip card there because it has stop number and then a place for you to put the stop number and some other things. So I thought that would be really fun to document 4 different stops for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. And then I want to do a 2x2 page on the accompanying page to do the little icons that you see on that 4x6 to use those as one of the columns, to do photos in one of the columns that pertain to the 4 different trips, or not trips, the 4 different stops. And then in that first one, I really want to use the icon stamp set to create a repeat background to just put into the first row, just, you know, for fun and pertaining to whatever it is that we ate. So if we go somewhere, if we go to like a Italian restaurant, we could do spaghetti. I could repeat stamp spaghetti or whatever it is. So that would be really fun. So this is one that I now have, and the cool thing about it is it gives me an idea for like a family outing or like a date night. So, or a date day, a whole date for the whole day. So that's really fun. And I love when I can think of projects like that that give us something exciting to look forward to. For this next one, I want to document going to a new ice cream place here in town that just opened up. We went there on 4th of July with my family, just, you know, as something to do together. We took a walk. From our house, we can walk to our downtown. So, and we do it all the time, almost every day. But there is a new ice cream place that opened up, and we went there. So I thought it would be really cute to use those ice cream die cuts, and that's where the idea for this whole spread came from. I want to use those to create like a filler card, fill out the enjoying, put a couple of pictures in there, and then I have a ColorCast Designs acrylic piece that says "Oh Yum," and I really want to use that as the title on that project. So that is that one. And then the last project bag is just going to be all of the Project Life stuff that I have left over. So all the stuff in that bottom left corner is going to go in a bag for Project Life. I add the week that I want to do that spread in, and just so I can remember to take pictures of food that week, which is the current week that we're in right now. You guys see that I put everything in those plastic pockets, and then I also put the titles that I choose for those projects on sticky notes and add them to the outside of pockets so I know what to look at when I'm going back through my sketchbook. So when I go to do these stories, I just pull them out, grab my sketchbook, grab all the supplies, and I am set to go. All right, friends, there we go. So that is a lot more projects than I was expecting to be able to get out of this. So we'll see if I'm able to get to all of them. The beauty of setting everything into project pockets like this is that even if I don't get to them all this month, I can always go into my project bin and just pull out one of my pockets here, find the sketch where I write down like what the idea is and what types of pictures or what event I want to document. And that is a story that I can just throw together. So we ended up with, oh gosh, what do we got here? So we have one project using that phone add-on stamp. And then apart from that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different projects plus Project Life. So I've got, 1, 2, so a Yums. This is going to be like an ice cream spread, a spread about the eateries in our town, a spread about a favorite family recipe, one about a food truck that we super love, one about a beer tour that we went on a couple years ago, and then Project Life. So that is a lot, you guys. That is a lot of stories told from this one kit this month, and I am so excited to get started. So what I'm going to do now is I think I will head over to my computer to go look through my pictures and figure out which of these stories I want to tell first. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that one first. Yeah, I need to figure out which one I want to tell first. And then from there, I will put together a process video. I will also have that video posting today. So if you would like to see one of these projects come together, make sure to go check that out. If these products, this kit is something that strikes your fancy, something that you would like to get your hands on, I highly recommend heading over to the Feed Your Craft shop. I do have an affiliate link down in my description box, but I do recommend heading over there and picking up the kit sooner rather than later, since a lot of these kits do tend to sell out, and this one is particularly fantastic. So I don't see this one hanging around for very long. So if you're interested in it, I do recommend hopping over and grabbing it. I will also mention, in case I didn't already, that when you purchase the physical kit, you also get the digital kit. But if you are in a pinch and not able to get the physical kit, there's so much that you can do with the digitals as well. And many of the projects that I have here set aside are going to require some digital work, some digital elements. So if you are interested in seeing how to use the digital products in order to create pages in your books, make sure to check out any of the videos that I post regarding the Future Craft kit here, because I definitely will have that as part of it. And that is a way to also use these supplies without having to break your bank, if that is, something that you are considering. So without further ado, I am going to head on over and start working on some projects. So hopefully I will see you guys in the process video today as well. And then I will have a couple more videos coming your way throughout the week. So until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye now.